Hello, it's me, Liz Yuille. How are you this afternoon? I'm a little early because I've just run from another meeting, but I'm here, so all good. And currently, the laptop is working fine. So I hope you are all well. It is pouring with rain here. Just saying. My husband came back from a meeting earlier today, and hello, Nora. And as he came in, he said, "It looks like it's going to be a nice day today," and it's now absolutely pouring with rain. I'm sorry, I'm a bit flushed because of the meeting I was in earlier was with people from Stampin' Up, and it was, interesting. All good. Don't worry, it was all good. Hello, Deborah from Michigan. So yeah, it is now pouring with rain, and yeah, it's going to be like that pretty much for the next week. Just hoping that for the coronation it's going to be at least dry. Hello, Sherry. Beautiful morning in Oregon. Pam has no rain. Wow, okay. Maybe it's heading your way. Hello, Jessie from Central Florida. I just need warmth at the moment. I'm sick and tired of wearing wool, having to have my fur-lined boots on. I have very bad circulation, so I do have to have my fur-lined boots. Otherwise, I can't feel my feet for months of the year. But yeah, I just want some sunshine and a dry coronation would be nice. Although, having said that, when the late Queen when it was her coronation, apparently it was pouring with rain. My mother camped out on the street so that she could see the parade. Anywho, I am going to flip the camera down and show you what I am playing with. Now, caveat on this, the items that I'm using, certainly the stamp sets that I'm using, are available in Europe. They may not be available in other parts of the world. So, you had really bad hailstorms for the last 3 days. Very odd, Jessie. Yes, horrible. Hello, another Nora. We've got two Noras, this time from Washington State. So we've got one from Ireland, one from Washington State. Deborah is catching me live. You are. Hello. It's cold, but just a little dull with you, Pam. Well, I'd take a little dull, but no, it's pouring. Absolutely pouring. Anyway, let's flip the camera down. We have got Big Hooray, which I want to say it's reduced to something like £6. It's ridiculous. Let me see if I can find exactly how much it's reduced to, but it is ridiculous. And I've also got Count on Me, because in the catalogue those two are used together, so I thought I would do that. So let me I'm just using my phone to see how much Big Hooray is. Hello, Leanne. Your weather wasn't too bad, but the Dallas area was... Oh, you've dropped off. Oh, the Dallas area was. Okay. Hello, Jane from a rainy Georgia. So, Big Hooray reduced from £17 to £6.80. So, it's 60% off. And Count on Me, I know, is also reduced. Count on... Let's have a look. So this was 21 and is now 16.80. So it's not as reduced, but it is reduced. So I've also grabbed the Subtles Designer Series paper, which I think may have gone, but I've still got lots of it left. Hello, Carol from Port Townsend in Washington. I'm thinking state, so we've got a couple of people from Washington State on. So obviously some of these colours are no longer with us. Blushing Bride, Mint Macaron, So Saffron, Pear Pizzazz, not going to be in the new catalogue, but we've got other lovely colours to use with them. But I thought I would use up some of that. So I am going to case the catalogue, and let me actually find it in the catalogue so I can show you exactly how I'm casing, because I do like to do these things. So we're doing Big Hooray. So this is the old catalogue. I'm allowed to show you this. It's on page 60. So this is where I'm coming from. So on page 60, it's 20% off, count on me. And it is opposite Big Hooray, which is 60% off. So this is the one that inspired me, because I quite like this big hugs big and the koalas, because the koalas are nice. Good morning, Karen from a rainy Connecticut. Well, you're in a rainy Oxfordshire now. It was quite nice this morning, and now it isn't. It's just not. Right, I need some white card. So let me grab that. As I say, for those of you who have just joined, I was on a call with the Riverton office. So I'm a little flustered. Hello, Leslie. Thumbs up done. Thank you. Thumbs up is always appreciated. Leanne, working on my second box of greeting cards to send out. My goal is to make 100 cards. Wow! In what space of time, Leanne? You sent 80 out yesterday. I need to sort out my retiring cards. Or my retiring cards. The cards that I've already got. Because I'm running out of space. I need to get rid of some. And I have promised them to our primary school. For them to sell, to raise funds. But I've got to put them in cellophane bags and things. 26 degrees today, 28 degrees tomorrow. Leslie, I'm assuming that's centigrade. That's lovely. I wish it was 26 degrees with us. Right, so it's always a challenge using large block, particularly photopolymer stamps, because you can end up with the ink pooling. So let's see how we get on. I'm going to use retiring colour, mint macaron, she says, if I can find it. There we are. So I'm going to use mint macaron. I have tied it out. You can see that it's faded a little. It's not too bad. But the labels do fade a bit. Right, I'm going to use the big, because I'm going to do big hugs. So I've cut the paper to just a quarter sheet. So I'm going to stamp it probably 4 times. I've got cat fur everywhere. The cat decided that halfway through the call he was going to demand food. Celsius. Very warm for autumn. As fast as you can, sometime around May 31st or before. Excellent! Gosh, 100, and you've already done 80. That's amazing, Leanne. Right, so this is quite juicy. I'm just going to grab, I may have to, oh no, that's all right. I was going to say I may otherwise have to push the ink down. So I will move the paper up as I go, but there's the first. It will dry lighter. It is very, very juicy, this ink pad. But there we go. I'm going to overlap with the previous stamp and stamp. Gosh, yes, 26, 28 degrees. I would love it to be that warm. It for a while looked like we were going to have a half decent spring, and everything came out early, and we've had frosts this week. It was reasonably warm this morning. When I went to the gym, it was about 8 degrees, which at 7:30 isn't bad, and that's Celsius. But yeah, I may need that again. But anyway, so I've got my 4 bigs, because, as I say, I'm looking at this. So I've done my 4 bigs, so I'm now going to trim that down. Don't need the stamp set on my desk. But I like to start with a decent sized piece. And then I'm going to trim that down, and I'm literally going to case the catalogue. because I can. Yeah, I am literally going to case the catalogue. I haven't got my brain going yet. When my brain is going, I'll be a little bit more artistic in what I'm doing. So let's have a look. Yep, they did leave a fuzzy edge. Why not, I say. So that, and you can already see, hopefully, that it's beginning to dry back so that it's matching the paper. And I am going to use this side. I'm just going to take a strip, an arbitrary, in fact I'll take 1.5 inches off for no good reason other than I can. And then I'm going to cut that down to my usual size. Right, so I need some blends. Those will do. Smoky slate. Unless I've got grey granite, bear with. Oh, that's light grey granite, which suggests that dark grey granite is around. There we are. I prefer grey granite for koalas. You know, like I know what colour a koala is, but I don't. Piece of card. So I'm going to just stamp my little koalas. I have never seen a koala other than possibly in a zoo. But when I did go to Australia many years ago. I went to Perth for a couple of weeks to stay with some relatives, and I went to Rottnest Island, where they have huge rodents, but I never got to see any koalas. Aren't they gorgeous? So cute. So, yes, as I was saying, just seeing if I've got my, yes, I have got my stylish shapes out. In fact, that's the one I want. Come here. Come here. No, not there. There. I think that's the one I want. It is. I'm going to die cut it before I colour it, because then if it goes wrong, I can just stamp it again. Where was my brain going? Yes, last chance list. So, 1st of May, which in the UK is a bank holiday. We've got 3 bank holidays in May because of the coronation. So we've got one this coming Monday, and then the catalogue launch obviously on the Tuesday. So one this coming Monday, one the following Monday, and then one the last Monday of the month. 3 bank holidays. Then we'll have nothing until August. Couldn't make it up. Could not make it up. So that's from the Stylish Shapes, which at the moment I want to say in Europe are low stock. Might even be out of stock. Koala bears are great. A friend of ours has them on her property. Oh, you've held one. Now I thought, and I'm not picking you up on this, I mean this isn't me trying to be clever, but I thought koala meant bear. I thought it was a koala, not a... I had koala bear toys when I was young. That's smoky slate, I want grey granite. So I had... Oh, what was that? One was called Hugger Mugger. Don't know why. It was about yay big. And then we went on holiday to Cornwall one year. The fact that it was Cornwall is academic, frankly. But we went on holiday to Cornwall one year. And this is the light. Why am I doing it? No, it's light. I want to colour the whole thing. So yes, the destination is academic, but I had decided, and I was probably about, I don't know, 7 or 8, and I had decided that I didn't need to take my teddy bear on holiday with me. I was old enough, I didn't need my teddy bear to go to bed with. That was great until we got there and I missed my teddy bear. So I cried and cried and cried and cried and had tantrums and cried a bit more. So my parents bought me a very small koala, and it was called Peacemaker Spoil, because it was the peacemaker and I was being spoilt. So yes, Peacemaker Spoil. I still have my teddy bear. I don't think I've got Peacemaker Spoil still. Possibly somewhere, but I don't know where. So I'm going the whole thing in light grey granite, and then I'm going to come in with the dark, which is what I thought I had before. Now, I have been using some of the new blends, and I have a suspicion that Pebbled Path, which I don't think I've got over here, is like a very dark grey granite. And I'm kind of liking that we have a darker shade of grey granite. It's that warm grey, which Smoky Slate isn't. Smoky Slate is a cool grey. But yeah. Let's do the nose. A little bit of shading there. And then blend that out. You still have your teddy bear. My teddy bear was a Heinz baby food teddy bear. My brother ate the Heinz baby food and I got the teddy bear, because my brother is a little older than me. So yes, she was gorgeous. Well, I say she. My teddy bear changed sex often. Sometimes it was Mrs. Ted, sometimes it was Mr. Ted. But yeah, I don't know why I decided that my teddy bear was going to change sex, but clearly I had some reason. Right, okay, so I now need another piece of card. I wonder if that might be big enough. So this is where I'm going to go slightly off-piste and not do a complete copy. So I want hugs. No, that's not hugs, there's hugs. Is it just me, or is it actually quite difficult with the photopolymer, with the labels being the mirror image? I mean, I know they need to be the mirror image, but I do find it difficult sometimes. And I can't work out what they're saying. Right, hugs. So let's just give that a bit of a key. Mint macaron again. Oh, and I wondered lonely as a cloud. I'm wondering, will that? Yes, it will. As I've got stylish shapes out anyway, I might as well die cut hugs with the stylish shapes. So this is just one of the offcuts from the quarter of cardstock. So hugs, big hugs. And let's get the longer one. Yes, this one. There is a short one, but I actually want the long one so that I can cut the ends straight, probably. Hello, Stuart from New Hampshire. How are you? How is New Hampshire? It's really wet here. I mean, really, really, really wet. It's just horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So any of you who are in the UK or Europe, I've got my shares all sorted out, as in what they're costing and all those good things. And my colour clubs, I'm doing 2 colour clubs. I'm doing my usual in-colour club, but I'm also doing the new colour club. So you can collect all the new colours, apart from Fresh Freesia, which isn't really new. It's retiring one day and coming back as a new colour the next. So yes, those are all ready to go. They've been on my newsletter and on my story on Instagram. There's a link to those at the moment. So that's going to go there. That's going to go there. I need a card base. I'm Do I want white? I think I do want white. Of course, I don't have any white card bases. Yes, I do. No, that's a quarter sheet of card. Hopefully, by the time I finish this card, I will be back in the kind of real world. The call overran a little bit. I thought I was going to have a quarter of an hour between finishing the call I was on and starting, and I ended up, I think I had 4 minutes. But you've just got through 2 days of rain. Hello, Inika. I tidied that away so I know it's... That's really nice. Thank you, Leanne. Right, so we're going to have that at an angle. I'm going to have to trim it down. We're going to have that. We're going to have that. Oh, I don't need to trim that bit off. I'm going to use, I don't think it's still available, but I'm going to use the, it could be mint macaron, but it's actually soft succulent ribbon, because you may well have some still left. So I need to trim that down a bit, and then we're pretty well ready to go. And I am going to continue with the case, you know, let's copy. I'm going to take a bit off and see if that's enough, because I do, as I say, I want it at an angle. Yeah, that's fine. So that's taken a wee bit off. So let's get this down. I'm just going to go straight. You couldn't make it up. Okay. I'm sure you all know how to change a seal refill. But in case you don't, this is how you change a seal refill. And in the UK, I then do that, because that is recyclable and that isn't. And by recyclable, I mean domestic recycling. Some things we can take to supermarkets. So things like plastic bags we can take to the supermarket and they can recycle them, but we can't recycle them in our home recycling. But that depends also on where you are in the UK and whether you have to sort your recycling or whether you can just all throw it all in the same bin. We can throw it all in the same bin, but when we were in Twickenham, we had to sort it. Literally everything had to be sorted separately. Card and paper, one box. Tin, another box. Glass, another box. I mean, it was just ridiculous. So, yeah, actually I'm going to go this way for this. I do like a new refill. Do I want to go all on the same angle? No, I don't think I do. I think this is going to be straight-ish. If it's going to be straight, it's got to be straight. In fact, I'm going to push it up a bit. Yeah, that's where that's going. And then some dimensionals on that. So that's going to go over the big. That's going to go there, so that's going to need a dimensional on its side, but first we need the ribbon, because if I am casing this, I need this bit. So I'm going to grab, what am I going to grab? I'm going to grab, ooh, what's that? What's that back there? No, don't want that, that's gold. I'll do linen. Forecast said rain in the afternoon, but it's been sunny all day. Oh, Inika, you missed when my husband got back. He was out earlier today, and when he got back at about 12, he came in and he said, "Oh, it looks like it's going to be a nice afternoon." And since then, it's been raining. But Pam it's just dull with Pam. So it's not all over the UK, but the forecast is just appalling for the moment. I'm just hoping it brightens up for when I go to Norway. I know there are a lot of people coming over from the US who are going, "No, I can't do those sorts of temperatures. There was one lady, I can't remember her name. She said, I'm a Florida flip-flop girl. Well, I'm thinking, do I need to take a winter coat with me? Because it's still snowing in parts of Norway. Right, so this I am going to tie. I'm going to go around a couple of times so that I can pull it tight and it will hold a little bit on its own. And then I'm going to tie that in a knot. So let's actually tie that in a knot, shall we? This is ridiculous. 25 minutes and I'm casing a card and it's still taking a ridiculous length of time. Right, let's straighten that. Because if you pull it too tight it goes skew-whiff. And then tie that in a bow and we're pretty close to them being finished on this card. Snips. Put them back. Rain, rain and rain. Yep, it's rain, rain and rain here. It's ridiculous. I want sunshine. I want to be able to go out into the garden and plant some of my seeds. And I just don't fancy it when it's like this. Right, so that is going to go there-ish with those bits doing that. That's going to go over the top. Perfect. Right, okay. I'm going to grab a glue dot just to hold this in place whilst I am then putting everything else down. So that's going there, like that. And I'm going to remove the backings from that. That's got to cover up big. That's a bit too far down, that's better. Hugs. And then sort that a little bit. And that's going to go there. And I'm just going to attach it with seal. Not going to worry about a dimensional underneath. There we go. And let's see what we've got here in the way of... Oh, I know these have gone, but they're kind of cute. And they kind of fit the whole... Actually, I'm going to put a dimensional under there because it's pushing down. So, where's my... Can't see my take your pick for looking at it. I'm so looking forward to the new tools that are coming out for the take your pick. That's better. And let's pop one under there as well, because that'll help keep it in place. Come on, dimensional. So that's going to go under there. Perfect. So yes, these are gone. Coming back from... Oh, hang on. Jan's in a sunny Padstow. Jan, I don't want to know. I mean, I'm very happy, but, you know, coming back from Austin, Texas a number of years ago, we caught a really bad thunderstorm, and I had my young kids... Oh, that's not good, Leanne. Blue spot just gone and now rain. Sorry, Pam. Patricia is in New York, and you've got rain. You can hear my rain. Yeah, it's like shingle being thrown against the windows. All right, I'm going to go for the kind of, well, pearl ones, because there are 3 different sorts of... I don't really want that all the way up there, but it's kind of all the way up there, so it's going to be where it's going to be. And let's have one down there. So there we are. First card, tick. Total lift from the catalogue. The retiring catalogue. Right, okay, so let's clean some stamps. But there's the finished card. So let me bring in the... This was the one I was copying, literally copying, although they have... It came off the bottom on theirs. Different dies. Don't know which dies those are. But anyway. Yeah. Using minced macaron. It's almost like I knew Jan was on the call. Thank you, Jessie. Sounds horrendous. Sorry, Pam. It's very wet. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Nora. Sun only just came out, but been raining most of the day. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Jan. Thank you, Kay. Should be here. I knew what you meant. Love the koalas. They are so cute. Those koalas are so, so cute. Right. Okay, so that's that. Let me do another one. I think, hey there. Oh, we're going very Antipodean today. And I'm going to go kangaroo. So, again, I'm going to stamp my kangaroo, and then we're going to see where we go from there. I say again, it's not again at all. Right, don't need big. Ooh. I do need that. Oh, I didn't clean my koalas. Never mind, I'll clean my koalas in a minute. So I'm going to die cut this. So again, it's just 1/4 of a sheet of paper. Thank you, Leanne. Yeah, I mean, it's basically just mint macaron and soft succulent, but, you know, it's retired. Today is the retiring day. It will be the last day that I do retiring stuff, apart from when I do it on Saturday. Haven't quite decided what I'm doing for Simple Stamping Saturday yet, because it's only Thursday. Ought to be doing that today, but, you know. Right, okay. Pop those away. And I'm going to see what die I'm going to use. It's going to be one of the stylish shapes, because I love the stylish shapes, which are not retiring, thankfully. So stylish shapes, and put that back. I do fancy circular. Ooh, should we be? You don't mess with kangaroos in the bush. No, I'm sure you don't, Leslie. I'm going to do a bit of partial die cutting. Maybe. Yes, no, I am. Because I could just cheat. I mean, not cheat, but take the easy way out and use a square or a bigger circle. But I'm going to do some partial die cutting. So, snips. Where are my snips? There they are. So, what I want is that. So I want the tail coming off. So I'm going to just rough cut round here. Why I'm doing partial die cutting on a live, I do not know, but there we go. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so we need to do most of his tail. So Leslie, I'm thinking crumb cake. Maybe. Does Stampin' Up have farm animals? In the current mini, there's the on the farm, but I don't know if there's a. Jan, do you know if there's a horse? Because I know you've got on the farm. So that's how I'm going to die cut. So I've fussy cut, otherwise known as cut out, most of his tail. Do you remember, Jan, if there are horses on the farm? I know there are cows and sheep. I'm not convinced there's horses. All right, I'm going to have this as far away from the cutting area as possible. I mean, not that it makes a huge difference, but I am. Oh, it survived to tell the tale. It's in grain and dark reddish. Okay. No horse. Okay. We used to have horses, but I can't think of a horse at the moment. So that is what we're then left with. So the tail comes off the end. I mean, it is cut into a bit, but it's fine. So that's our kangaroo. So thank you, Deborah. Still haven't done the how to stretch the radiating doof or whatnots. Right, okay, well I've got grey out, so I'm going to use grey. Grey granite again, and I need something yellow. So let's grab, what's that? Light Daffodil Delight. Lemon Lolly. Let's have a look at some Lemon Lolly. Right, so we're going to go Lemon Lolly. Oh, and I need a green. Lemon Lolly and... lemon lime twist. Let's do all the lemons. Right, okay, so is this light? Yes. So I'm going to do light down the front. So this is grey granite. Oh, and let's do light middles to his ears. And then everything else I'm just going to colour dark. Not going to do much in the way of blending, I don't think, but we'll see. Might do some layering. I can't believe how heavily it's raining. And I thought this morning, I'll put on a dress. I mean, it's a woolen dress, but it's a dress. I'll put on a dress. It'll be warm enough. Pah! Pah! Not really. Not sure if that's a... I'm going to make it a bit of the kangaroo. I wasn't sure if it was a bit of kangaroo or a bit of flower, but I'm making it a bit of kangaroo. Hello, Shaz. Oh, Patricia, you can. You can. You can do double die cutting as well. So you can do partial die cutting if you've got two dies. So if something like a flower, you could do partial die cutting of the flower and then with a circle as well. I might have to do that for Simple Stamping Saturday one week. But yeah, you can do all sorts of exciting things with dies. Now you can layer your colour. So to get some shading, I'm going to go back in and just add more. Anywhere where I think there needs to be more, like his nose, for example, and under his chin. And it will stay quite, it'll stay as quite a harsh line. You're drenched through, just got back from the farm. Isn't it disgusting weather? Right, so lemon lolly. So I'm going to do dark lemon lolly for the centre of the flower. Of course, I'm then going to use existing colours for the colour. Hey ho, doesn't matter. And this is light lemon lolly for the petals. I'll pick a colour that isn't yellow. I might even pick Pear Pizzazz, you never know. Hated Pear Pizzazz. Right, okay, so that's that. Now I have an issue with, now this isn't quite such an issue for me because they're kind of hugging. This I have a problem with. He's just standing. So I'm going to grab a light crumb cake, or indeed an ivory. Do I have a light crumb cake out? There it is. Light crumb cake. So I'm grabbing a light crumb cake, and I'm just going to give him something to stand on, because I have a big problem, as this is obviously a standing kangaroo. He needs to be standing on something. So actually I'm going to come all the way out, and then I think I'm going to get, you know, really arty-farty. This is dark crumb cake, so he's standing on something and he's getting a shadow. So there's going to be a shadow, because, you know, that's kind of what happens when you're standing on things. You get a shadow, and then I'm going to blend that out. That's better. Actually, he needs to need a bit there as well. Otherwise he's standing on a lump. Right, okay, so we've got our kangaroo standing almost straight. So let me grab, what are we going to have? We're going to have, hey there. So get rid of hugs. Hey there. Okay, I don't think I've ever used the hey there. Oh, Deborah, I wish I was. But thank you. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, no. Right. Okay. So, that should fit. So that's a card base. Will that fit if I do that? It will. Right. Okay. So I'm going to use this. We are going to use some of this paper. I think I'm going to go soft succulent. No, not soft succulent, soft seafoam. And I'm going to stick with dots. So it's going to be that with hey there as well. And I'm going to do, shall I do hey there in soft succulent? Or shall I bring in lemon lolly? I might bring in lemon lolly. Have I got lemon lolly open? I have. Oh, I really do need to have a tidy up in here. I'm still trying to sort out my retired stuff. Right, okay, so this is very juicy. Just saying. I am going to cut it out so I can go in here a bit. Oh, that's bright. That may therefore mean I need to change to Pear Pizzazz, because I think that's gonna, let's see, will Pear Pizzazz be able to cope with it better? Or that's the way to go, balmy blue. Then we can bring in balmy blue ribbon, which I have got some of, and which is carrying over. Right, okay, so a quick bit of cutting out. This isn't, you know, the quick bit of cutting out, that's the just cutting down. Now, I don't really want a dead straight line, so I am going to kind of wiggle around a bit, because otherwise it's going to look very odd if one bit is very straight and the rest isn't. So it's very rough cutting. This is not not fussy cutting. This is, I'm just going to follow the shape around a bit and see what happens. Oop, let's not do that. That's not where I want to go. That's where I want to go. Thank you. So yes, this is 20% off in Europe, in English. This is 20% off, and this is 60% off in Europe, in English. So it's only £6 something. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So that's going to go there, over that. Yep. Right. Okay. So let's cut this down. Oh, we could do some layering, couldn't we? We've got lots of this paper left that needs to be layered. So I'm going to take. I've normally cut there. I'm going to take 3/8 of an inch off each of my normal cuts for the blue. And then I'm going to have, I think I am going to have Pear Pizzazz. Yep, Pear Pizzazz. So this one is going to be my usual 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. And it's all going to go onto my white card base. There it is, can't see it for looking. So that's going to go there. So that's going to go on first. Then we're going to have that, possibly not straight. Then we're going to have that. And we're going to have that. I'm not lyrical about it. But, oh, actually, if I go up, it works better if I go up. Okay, that's fine. That's going to be the basic thing. So there's going to be lots of things layering over and stuff. And is that going to work with it, or shall I use that? I'm just thinking that might be a bit, yeah, it's a bit limp. I could do a bit of a cheat with that, couldn't I? Yeah, I'm going to do a cheat with that. So I'm going to cut 2 short pieces and we're going to cheat with it. Oh yes, it's raining a lot here, Shaz. It's Martin's fault. He said it looked like it was going to be a nice afternoon. Fatal. Now, is that going to go on slightly crooked as well? Actually, I think I am going to put that on slightly crooked as well. So we're going to go crooked on crooked on crooked. So that's going that way. I do sometimes like having everything just not straight. This is going to go that way. So the pieces of paper are still within themselves, if you see what I mean. Then, do I want that on the base or on the... No, I want them on the base, that's fine. Let's put some dimensionals on the back of this. And I am just going to cut a little, right, yeah, that big. I'm just going to cut that little bit just to make sure that the where I cut the tail, so here the tail is cut further in, and I want to just make sure that that is properly supported so that it doesn't flop down. Hello, Lisa from California. It's rained all night and day with you, Shaz. Oh, I need to learn to use your ribbon more. Okay. Thank you, Inika. So that's going to go there. That's going to go there. So that needs sticking. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. And then we need to put dimensionals on the back of this. And I do like doing the joins of these things. So that's going to be there, because that is going to be straight, because otherwise words not straight just do my head in. Then this I'm going to cut. Come on, cut nicely for me. Thank you. Or not. Okay. Let's take a less severe angle. So that's going to go that way. Right. Okay. So this needs to go this way. And then these I'm going to stick together with a glue dot, which I put back where they came from. Me tidy up? Never. Now, most ribbons you wouldn't need to do this same thing. I will explain what I mean in a minute. So it's going to go like that. So with most ribbons, you could just use a whole piece. So if I were to use, will it work with that one? Yeah. So if I were to use this ribbon, I could have just done that and hidden the fold underneath, because the two sides of the ribbon look the same. But with this one you can't, because the back is white. And because I want the balmy blue showing on both pieces, I needed to cut it. So that's going to go there, that's going to go there. So I need glue dot there. And oh, that is a glue dot. I was thinking, why was that sticky? It's because it's a glue dot. Come on. I don't mind if they're not totally sticky by the time they get onto the card, but I do need them to be a little bit sticky, so I don't really want to stick my finger over them. Right, okay, so that's going there. That's therefore going there. Right, so that's in place. Then we can take the backs off this and stick that down, and it's done. Oh no, Leanne, that's dreadful. Dropping a stamp on a sentiment on the inside of a card. Dare I say, that's why I generally, certainly with coloured card, I generally don't put the I don't put the liner in until I've done the stamping and the writing. My handwriting is appalling. Is that straight? More or less. So yes, I write on the sentiment. I write on the liner and then stick it in. But yes, you could just put a liner in, dare I say. Even if it's a white card, just put a liner in. So in fact, we'll do that. I will show you what I mean. So I need some embellishment. I'm just going to go with the hearts again because they're here. But this time I'll go with the glossy hearts. And I may use a few more because they're retired. So it's not as if I have to save them. So I'm doing little 3s of 3. So that's the outside of the card. Yeah, a liner, always good. Oh, Inika. Yeah, balmy blue is a lovely colour. I'm really, really pleased that balmy blue is carrying over. So I'm going to take a piece of balmy blue and my piece. So what you can do, and I know you know this, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I'm going to cut this down. So if I had had a disaster on the inside of a white card, I would be doing something. Oh no, hang on, wait up. I would be doing something like this. so that it looks intentional, because a white liner in a white card looks kind of odd. But you can make it look less odd. And I'm going to, where's that piece of there it is? I'm going to grab my Kangaroo. So this is slightly smaller than I would normally use. So it's 5.5 by 3 3/4. And I'm using International A4 card. So, yes, I want all of these. That's light. So imagine I've dropped my sentiment and there's a horrible mess that by some miracle has avoided the very extreme edges of my card. One pair, really, and that's the wrong end. Don't need the cat fur. Right, so that's my Kangaroo. Dark. On a few occasions you've cut the front of your card off and put it on another blank. Yep, that works too. Adding even a thin basic white liner will raise postage. Really? No! Is that because of weight or because of depth? I mean, we do have a weight thing, but mostly it's depth. Yeah, I'm with you. You know, you drop the thing and you kind of go, no, no. Right, okay. So yes, Inika, is the liner the weight, or is it because of the depth? So I'm just having this very, very narrow border. I can get, and I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I can get, so this card would go through as a standard card. Oh, because of the weight. Anything over 20 grams, good heavens. Hang on, let me just grab two things. Ooh. Right, so we had, I got this off Amazon, of course. So this is the Royal Mail sizing guide. It's actually, this is slightly narrower than at the post office, which is fine. So if it fits through mine, then I know it's okay. So let's put this in an envelope. And then I'll show it to you again. But so this, what it has to do is it pass through easily. So that would pass through easily. If I'd put the hearts on top of the die cut, it would have put the postage up. But dare I say, that's what the inside now looks like. But let's have a look. So our standard letter is up to 100 grams. So 20 grams, good grief. So a standard letter is anything that is 100 grams that will fit through this slot. And then large letter is anything up to 750 grams that will fit through this slot, but it goes in 100 grams, 250, 500, 750. Needless to say, catalogues over 500 grams by the time I'd put any information with them. So they had to go at the most expensive rate. So yes, this is a large letter. There are dimensions as well, but 20 grams, that's dreadful. Good heavens. So no, this would be a standard letter. I mean, it still costs a ridiculous amount. Postage has just gone up. So first class, £1.10. Second class, 75p. Thank you, Nora. Other Nora. We have two Noras. So this was the case from the catalogue. And this was just, you know, not convinced that the lemon lolly is going to be dark enough for sentiments, but it's a nice colour combination with the green and the blue. I like yellow, green and blue as a combination. So I'm going to leave it there. Hello, Brenton. You're here. So I'm going to leave it there for today. But yes, so in Europe, £6 something and not very much. So it was, let's have a look. So £6.80 for the big Hooray, and it is still available. And Count on Me, £16.80, down from 21. So this is, the big Hooray is 60% off, and the Count on Me is 20% off. So yeah, 20 grams is next to nothing. 20 grams is absolutely next to nothing. So, okay, 20 grams in Australia, but yours is cheaper. Yes. I mean, the UK postage is significantly cheaper than the US. Don't get me wrong, particularly when you start getting into parcels, even after the prices have gone up. Anywho, so let me say goodbye properly. Do remember that if you're watching on the replay, you can always add a comment. Let's in fact go, no, let's do that so that you can see me properly. So yes, thank you very much for joining me live. If you did so, if you're watching on the replay, comments can be left below the description bar. A thumbs up is always appreciated. And if you want to share it, please share it wherever you would like. I will be back recorded on Saturday for Simple Stamping Saturday. Then next Tuesday live. Next Tuesday is launch day. Hello, Judith. Your catalogue arrived yesterday. Hooray. Good. And I thought our postage was awful. Yeah. Yes, Pam, our postage is not bad. Yeah. We don't, I think we don't realise just how good our postage is, particularly now. Parcels, and I think even letters, you can have them picked up, so you don't even have to go to the post office. When I was sending all the catalogues out, I was using second class large letter, and I could have booked for the postie to come and pick them up from me. As it was, I took them to the post box, but hey. And that's free, by the way, in the UK. It's free to have your post picked up from home. Anyhow, thank you very much, Inika. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, Stuart. So yeah, do have a look at the last chance list, because there are some ridiculous discounts. I think I'm going to be sharing these cards over on Instagram, saying just how ridiculous the savings are, because they're crazy. Anyway, thank you very much indeed. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye for now. And now I have to do that continual finding where the mouse is on my screen. Anyway, bye for now.